Hello, dear saints of St. Barnabas and saints all joining us from near and far. I'm Will Mebane, the rector of St. Barnabas Memorial Episcopal Church in Falmouth, Massachusetts. And I have a message of encouragement for you today. We are in the season of graduations from colleges and universities, some already graduating or at least scheduled to graduate from high schools. That's all going to be a lot different this year, and you all know the reasons why. But I've been thinking about graduations and what that means. Graduation is often the beginning of a new journey, a new chapter in the lives of those that have completed a course of study or some other activity. And I thought about, most, if not all, graduations tend to have a commencement service as part of graduation, often a commencement speaker. So commencement signifies the beginning of something. Graduation is the completion of something or an ending of something. And yet the two are tied together for that moment on that occasion, graduation and commencement. Been thinking about that in terms of the lifting of the governor's stay-at-home order here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts that took place yesterday, and what that means for us here at St. Barnabas. And we also received yesterday the latest guidelines and directives from our bishops, Bishop Alan Gates, Bishop Gail Harris, and from Bishop Doug Fisher, the bishop in the Episcopal Diocese of Western Massachusetts. And they've been working together along with their staffs and other advisors and have issued a new set of guidelines for us. So the big news is that while the governor of Massachusetts has said it's okay for churches to resume in-person worship services under some pretty strict restrictions, our bishops have decided that we will not resume in-person gatherings on campus at any Episcopal churches until July 1st. So the news now is full of acknowledgement that churches can, in Massachusetts, go back to worshiping in person, again, under strict guidelines and procedures. But for us in the Episcopal Diocese of Massachusetts, in the Episcopal churches in Massachusetts, our prohibition regarding in-person worship continues until July 1st. That's no doubt disappointing news for you, but the reason for that is that there is still great concern for your health and safety here in Massachusetts. The coronavirus is still out there. Thousands of people are still being infected by it daily. Hundreds are still dying from it right here in Massachusetts daily. So our bishops have decided that the risk is just too great, particularly considering the fact that so many of our parishioners are over the age of 65. And the governor even indicated in his new guidelines that worshipers in that age group should stay at home because it's safer at home than coming out for public gatherings, even for worship. So that's where we stand now. I want you to know that I have formed a committee for resuming worship, to work with me and give me counsel and advice on how we might best go about resuming worshiping in person in the safest and healthiest way. You'll be hearing more about that committee in the days ahead. I'll also be sharing with you more of what our bishops have had to say. But just know that every decision that is being made, every consideration is being given to making sure that when we do resume worshiping in person, that we will all be safe, we'll be protected from the coronavirus. So I ask for your understanding and for your encouragement as we continue our journey here in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the Episcopal Diocese of Massachusetts, and at St. Barnabas here in Falmouth. God bless you. Keep praying and keep the faith.